Okay, so you're a first-time buyer, you're coming into a bike shop, it's pretty intimidating, you're looking around all through the store and there's all these bikes and they all look the same, but the prices vary pretty wildly and you're really not sure what you're supposed to be spending, what you're supposed to be looking for, what's really your great deal. Right here are two of what we find are our best deals on an entry point into a carbon fiber bike. There's lots of price points. They typically start with an aluminum frame. The one that everybody really wants to get is a carbon fiber frame. The reason is it's very lightweight, it's very efficient, but it's still a lot more comfortable than an aluminum frame. It just absorbs a lot more shock. And so these two bikes are really great in that not only are you getting into a good quality carbon fiber frame with a good warranty on it, you're also getting a really good parts package. There's the least amount of compromises a product manager could do to bring this bike to market. So the two groups that you're always going to see, one's made by Shimano, which is going to be Shimano 105, which is kind of the industry standard workhorse of a parts group, has been for 20 plus years. The other newcomer is a group made by SRAM, which is a US company, called Apex. They're pretty equal as far as pricing. Apex is a little lighter. 105 might be a little nicer finished. What's really cool about both of these bikes is they offer really wide gear ranges now. So we can get rid of a triple ring setup to give you the gear range. You can find a compact drive, a 50 tooth chainring here and a 34 tooth chainring here, coupled with something like this, a 12 to 28, or even here on the tarmac, or some of the Roubaix, they'll have 1132s in the back. So you really, no matter what your fitness level is, you'll be able to get the gear range. So these two groups probably represent the most value. Now, within that, the industry does a lot of bait and switch. They'll say it's a 105 bike. Well, it might only have this part being 105 or being Apex, which is really not in your best interest. You want the most parts you can get from that particular group set. So if it's a 105 bike, you want to try to have 105 shifters, front derailleur, rear derailleur. If you can have the cassette, the chain, and the cranks to also be 105, all the better. At least trying to get them all to be Shimano so that the same engineering team designed all those parts so they work better together. And that's what's great about both of these bikes. It's 105 shifters, front derailleur, rear derailleur, and then still a Shimano crank, Shimano cassette, Shimano chain, even Shimano wheels. So almost no compromises at all to bring you a very lightweight carbon bike at $19.99. The tarmac, all SRAM Apex, the brakes, the shifters, the front and rear derailleurs, the cassette, the chain. It's not an Apex crank, but it's a SRAM manufactured crank. Same chain rings that would be on an Apex crank, so it still shifts the same. It's just heavier. Full carbon fiber bike with carbon fork, carbon frame, lifetime warranty. Still under $2,000. So you can get a ton of value if you really know what you're looking for and you'll take your time.